But if you watch the last episode of I'm Just Reminiscing, you will see I have my person from last time, Charity, still here with me.
Yeah.
And we're going to talk about sitcoms real quick. So, of course, all of us, most of us are 80s babies, 90s babies. Some of y'all 2000s babies, y'all a little bit different. But this is really the 80s babies, 90s babies. And we're going to talk about, we got black sitcoms that came out of everywhere. You got Martin, you got Fresh Prince, you got all of those that's still there. But you even got older ones, Good Times, Different Strokes, moving. You got a whole bunch of different sitcoms. Then you got, your living singles, you got all of that. So
Mhm.
today we're going to talk about two different ones that are basically tied to each other because of the people that are in the shows. So today we're going to be talking about the Parkers
Woo woo.
versus Moesha. Now, to the people out there, y'all understand. Kim, she crossed over into both. Nikki, she crossed over in the episode and one and everything like that. So you guys understand how much love both of these TV shows got. Moesha with the dramatics and the Parkers with the funny. You know how that goes. So on this episode, y'all know how it goes. One of us debates one, we debate the other, have the conversation, and then we come to the conclusions that we already came up to that you already know. So on this episode of Who You Got, I'm gonna ask Charity, who you got between the Parkers and Moesha?
Well, I'm going for the Parkers. Going for
Respectfully,
the Parkers, back.
respectfully, I understand. Why you going with the Parkers? I'm gonna let you get your little time to shine.
Okay, so the Parkers, bam. So it is a spinoff, like he said, from Moesha, but it just gave an extra level of I can relate to this. That mother daughter, she don't know if she want to be your best friend. She don't know if she trying to parent. Then you got the nerve to be going to school with me.
Right.
I'm trying to be grown and it's I could relate before college, after college, now in my I'm just 30. But it's just I'm just gonna go with the Parkers because watching Moesha when I got older, it didn't do the same. But the Parkers, even now at my big old age, it hit the same. Like I can relate.
Now, some of those are true. Some of the yes. Now, some of the sitcom shows that we had early on, some of them don't resonate well now. I will say that some of it, the comedy is outdated, and some of it, the storyline, and some of them are outdated. We got to hit ones. You got Martin. Some people say Martin's jokes are outdated. I can still watch Martin and laugh at it in certain as. Fresh Prince is still good. Hanging with Mr. Cooper, stuff living in a different world. Cosby Show. It was a lot of stuff out there. So but a lot of those are still hold up well. But I can
For
understand if
real,
you didn't
real.
watch Moesha at the time it came out. If you didn't watch some of these shows at the time that they came out, then like I said, a lot of stuff go over your head. Me, I'm picking Moesha. The Parkers, I'm gonna be honest. I like the Parkers. Wasn't the hugest fan of the Parkers, but it
Okay.
was cool. It was good. I enjoyed it. It was funny. It was definitely funny because Nikki, Monique playing Nikki, Professor Ogilvy, that whole dynamic was hilarious. I believe the Parkers and the Moesha is the Fresh Prince Martin debate where
Okay.
it was funnier. The other one had a better storyline. Martin was funnier, had funnier jokes and everything than the Fresh Prince, but the Fresh Prince was still funny, but it had a storyline. Will
Yeah.
getting shot. Carlton uh, being the prep baby. Uncle Phil, going trying to live his life with how he grew up and being a judge now. There's
Mhm.
the whole dynamic. So all of that had storyline. Same way with Motion in the Park. Now the Park has had a little bit more storyline than what Martin had, but still it was built around the funny. With Moesha, it had funny instances, it had funny quips, but it was more of a dramatic, it's more of a teenage drama with funny parts.
Yeah.
So I enjoyed the storyline of it. Like I said with Moesha, the Miles smoking weed episode, the her getting a tattoo without telling her parents episode, the Dorian finding out that Uncle Frank is his dad
That was
and
wild.
not his uncle. Moesha, and with all that, Moesha finally dating Hakeem, but then Hakeem kisses Niecy, and then she figured out it's a lot of
The
drama.
drama.
And don't get it twisted. Moesha brought a lot of that drama on herself. Don't get it twisted. She brought a lot of that on herself.
Yeah.
Yeah, because she couldn't stay out of nobody's business. She could not. She couldn't stay out of Kim's business, Niecy's business. Um,
Hakeem
Hakeem,
B.
she really couldn't stay out of Hakeem business.
Miles business.
Miles is like, bro, just leave me alone, please.
You
Even
trying to be my mom or my sister? Like,
right,
what you
he has
doing?
his moments where he really wants to be close to Moesha, and
Hmm.
she shunned him a lot of times. So he was just like, all right, forget you. Now you want to be
Yeah.
in business? Nah, forget you. I'm done. Now, don't get me wrong. He was smoking weed at like 12, so
Yeah.
I understand Big Sister trying to step in that perspective. But he's like, you ain't been around for all this other stuff. Now you want to be my big sister.
Yeah.
Yeah. So no, makes 100%. But I'm a roll with Moesha. I ain't gonna lie, like I went back and watched Moesha. I ain't watched Moesha in a while. I still go back and watch some of the other stuff, like Fresh Prince, Martin, um, Fresh Prince, Martin, Living Single. I'll go back and watch those. I ain't gonna lie. Said I went back and watched Moesha. I ain't gonna lie, I said I did. But to me, I would take Moesha over the Parkers.
Mm, mm. So the Parkers gave you like, I could see this really happening. Like the
True.
roommate episodes
Mm-hmm.
when they were debating over who furniture stays, who doesn't. Then you got the labeling your stuff like, hey, that's my orange juice. Oh, you ain't got no orange juice? Oh, and I guess that was funny to me because I had my share of roommates in undergrad. And that was just very learning experience because I'm the youngest sibling and my older siblings way older. So I grew up like only child. And going to college, they kind of just, oh, we sharing a space. And oh, our lifestyle ain't different. Our waking up habits, you having a boy over here all the time, like, can't you go to his place? He ain't got no place. He ain't got no man with no spot. And then even the job situation when Kim and Nikki had the psychic job, it just reminded me like crazy jobs that I didn't have, like jobs. I'm like, girl, now why you doing like the times when I worked at the gas station, and that
Mm-hmm.
was
Bit different, yeah.
if you ain't never worked at a gas station, you need to work at a gas station.
You
Even
don't
if you did it
understand the
for a week, you just, especially like, so I did it in Martin and I did it in Memphis, and it was night and day. Like Martin, it was overnight. So you see all type of stuff working somewhere overnight. And it had a drive through, Lord Jesus.
yep.
And it had a little bell thing. And let you not move fast enough. People would literally drive up,
That would hit
go
that bill.
reverse, roll back over, and I just be like, baby, that ain't gonna make us go no quicker.
No.
That ain't gonna make me go no quicker. And it was like the coolest thing because it had, I think the Baskin Robin, we had Hunt's Burger
Mhm.
Pizza, all in one
I was in
stop.
there getting that birthday cake ice cream from Baskin Robbins all the time.
Absolutely. We was
Fact.
up there eating samples. I'm like, baby, I should have brought my lunch,
Yeah.
but it's just, I don't know. And then even just the like you said, the Professor Ogilvy, like everybody knows a Nikki who the guy is not checking for her and she
But
delusional
she gonna
and
keep
she don't
going.
care if he get a boyfriend. I mean, he get a girlfriend, he get married. That's her man,
Yeah.
and she gonna get that man. And then to see like no matter how much he was like, I'm gonna get a restraining order. I'm gonna block you. I'm trying to go to
Always
Uncle
come
James.
he always around.
Always around. So those are just good moments because everybody know a Nikki. Everybody know Professor Ogilvy. Even if he not Professor Ogilvy to you, you like, dang, like, she's sprung off this boy. He ain't even, yeah,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
And then what was Kim's best friend? Was it Steve?
Um s- uh um Stevie.
Yeah. Stevie was even like
She was
that.
the down to earth. She was the head smart. She was the smart one.
Yeah. And
She
then
was
even that co-mingling of friendships and different race, because I don't remember any other races on Moesha. Could be wrong, don't get me wrong, but just having that people seeing, guys and girls can be friends, and then even having somebody of a different race in there mingling too. Because back then you had at least one friend, maybe they were Asian, maybe
Yeah,
they were white. At least can name at least one. You might not,
because
stay at the time with them, but
yeah,
everybody came across that one. Because I even remember the friends I had in high school, and I'm like, that was my girl back then. Like, I don't know what she's doing now, but
yeah. Moesha did have an episode where they grew up together, and it was a white boy.
oh
They
yeah,
used to all hang around, and they grew up together. But then he moved, and then he
okay,
ended up coming back. They was in high school. He ended up coming back, and she was like, "Well, he still looks good. He looks good." So she wanted to date him, and all the black dudes they was hot. That she was out there having a good time with this white boy.
absolutely,
They pissed that she having a good day. Even her dad was kind of against them talking because they understand she. I understand, like, from the outside looking in, dating outside of your race, how people look at it,
hmm,
how people treat you different. Um,
yes,
they went to the pool hall. She was treated different. They was at the dance floor. He got bumped, and they was treating it different. So they was trying to, they was trying to provoke him and everything. So I understand completely that, like I said, Moesha didn't touch on it a lot most of the time, and most of the time it was just black people there. That she'll have a white friend every now and then, or she'll have a mixed girl as a friend. But for the most
yeah,
part, it was a black show. They kept it black. So
kept
I,
it real
I
black.
understand. Yeah, it's black sitcoms, black TV. So
Absolutely, it was like excellence, man. Just seeing it, even the Hakeem thing, like him passing away. Even though that was off the show, it's just like, dang, like,
somebody like that's another thing. Moesha, you said with Moesha, I knew somebody that had a little. I know people that had finding out that people in their house smoking. How you
yes,
feel once you figure out that they smoking. Have somebody go out there and get tattoos without the parents knowing. Know people like that.
me, people
People
like
that
that.
was single parent, single parent household who mom had to work a couple of jobs and
Mm,
they had to just survive. They can't
mm,
do everything that you wanted to do or everything like that. I knew people left and right. Knew people that um one person claimed the daddy ain't always the daddy. Let's say that.
period.
Yeah,
I've seen some of those.
yeah, the daddy ain't always the daddy. We seen that. So they touched on a lot of things where, like I said, touched on drugs. They touched on sex. They touched on date rape, the date rape drug, the roofie. She got roofied one night, and luckily she had her homies with her that broke it all off before he got her to the room. But in college, don't ever let somebody buy you a drink. Don't sit your drink down. Nah, you keep your eyes. If you
Right.
drink and you ain't drunk it, ain't finished it, and you gotta go to the bathroom, you better go buy another drink when you come back.
Another one.
Better get another. I don't care if you
Trust
left it with your
nobody.
friend. I don't trust it. I'm gonna go buy me another drink. So
Yeah.
that's the scary part. But that's why Moesha touched on a lot of things. Same thing, kind of like how Fresh Prince was. They touched on a lot of things. Touched on the drugs, the
Touched on
dad,
the bullying.
yeah, the bullying, not having the dad, uh,
Mm,
not having your dad in your life. Then he come in and he leave and disappoint you again. The
mm.
gun episode, the not being picked for the fraternity episode because people view you a certain way. It's a lot that goes into it. So that's why I feel like,
Relocating.
yeah,
That's a huge thing. Like when you doing good at your school and then you gotta up and leave, you like, I'm killing it here. I gotta start
Moesha, yeah, that happened with Moesha. She got kicked out of school. They sent her to the other school. Well, like
over.
I said, most of the stuff I preference with Moesha, she did it to herself. She did a lot of dumb stuff to herself. Bailed her boyfriend out of jail with her dad's credit card. Like, dude, come on. You
Mm.
think you weren't gonna get caught? You get caught in your room, him in your room, in your bed, you get caught by your parents, and you think they ain't finna do nothing to you.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Whew.
But at the end of the day, I know because I know girls like that for real. So, but at the end of the day, I will. That like I said, I'm just gonna take Moesha. I respect the Parkers, what they did, and everything like that. But me personally, I would take Moesha over the Parkers.
Still riding for the Parkers because it just mm, it's more. It is a lot of humor. Like you gonna get your laughs,
Yeah,
but then it's always a lesson in it. Like
there's a hidden message
when
in there.
when you look at it like through all the laugh and stuff, it's just like and then I like the some episodes build off each other and then
Hmm.
some were standalone. Like I love even with both shows, like how they did some okay, it you gotta stay tuned for the next one. And some of them was just like, okay, we just gonna talk about this and then next we're gonna talk about something else. But
Yeah,
it was those were the shows, man.
I know it was a
They
good
don't
time
make them like that no more.
on UPN and everything. Yeah, nah, it was some good shows. Can't even get mad about that. And like I said, they did everything that they were supposed to do. Rest in peace to Hakeem Lamont Bentley. Rest in peace to Ant and Dale.
Hmm.
And Dale. Bernie Mac was on the show. Rest in peace, Bernie Mac.
Man.
Like I said, you lost a good amount of people.
Kobe Bryant was on Moesha. Rest in peace, Kobe.
Yeah, he was on. Yeah, he was did cameo on Moesha for an episode. Yeah, rest in peace, Kobe, man. It's a lot that goes into it. So love all the TV shows and just got to go from there. But I, like I said, it's not a lose lose situation, not a win win situation. But I'm gonna take, like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and take Moesha.
The Parkers for sure. 10 toes down.
I understand, can't get mad at it. So you guys comment, like, share, subscribe. Comment in the comment section below. Who are you picking? You picking the Parkers or you picking Moesha?
The
Comment
Parkers.
below. Y'all know it was Moesha. She was messy. Yes, she was. But y'all know y'all love drama field shows, so don't act like you don't. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. I want to thank Charity for doing this second episode with me. You guys make sure to go check out the I'm Just Reminiscing if you haven't done it yet. Please check that
Absolutely.
out. Please check this out. Like I said, her information is going to be at the end of that video and the end of this video. So y'all guys, please go check her out. Once again, it's your boy Need for She with another episode of Who You Got. I want to thank Charity again. Charity, you want to sign out with the people before we get out of here?
Yes, thank you again. Again, Team Parkers. But thank you for having me. I look forward to just seeing your growth and it's only up for here.
Yeah, it's only,
Period.
like I said,
Only up.
yesterday's price wasn't today's price, and we're going to keep it moving. All right, y'all. Like, comment, share, subscribe. And I'll see you guys again next week on another episode of I'm Just Reminiscing and on another episode of Who You Got.
Peace.
You feel me?